typical Uber is. They give you something, and then what they do?
Take it away.
Just take it away. So at the same time they announced this, Chris. Well, that's not an announcement. This was expiring. So, folks, for all of you who drive EVs, I have a little bad news. I think in LA or in California, Boston is different. A few other places, different numbers. But let's go with what I have here: 200 trips in 30 days for $210 extra. So all this started, Chris. Remember the dollar EV credit per trip, right?
Yep, up to $4,000.
Yep, up to 4,000, and so
per
they got
year.
busted. They got
That was
busted.
per year, though, right?
No, that was longer than a year. That was longer
No.
than a year.
It was $1 a trip, up to 4,000 in a year, and then it would reset the following year. But then they changed it.
Yeah, they did.
And then they changed it again, and then they changed it again, and now they're saying nope, too bad.
Now it's phasing out. But then we busted him with the EV shaving, right? And a bunch of drivers got shit ton of money. That cost Uber a ton of money. But the point in this is November 3rd. Well, today's the 4th. It ended already. So the zero emission incentive is expiring. Sorry to see it go. I mean, so what's the now? Okay, so let's say 200 trips, $210 is something, right? $1 a trip, let's say. But it's an all or nothing thing. If you get stuck at 199, or if you go 185 and then something happens to your car, you can't do it. You just did 185 trips for nothing. It's it went to all or nothing after $1 a trip. So they announced at the same time they announced Uber Electric with the 4,000 grand for diamond drivers. Now they're going like, okay, we're going to let this expire. Why would they do that? I mean, if I'm going to buy an EV,
how do you think they're going to get the $4,000?
I don't know. Well, if I'm going to buy an EV, I want some sort of bonus or incentive for me to go get an EV.
Plain and simple. I ain't getting a goddamn EV. No way. Okay. No thanks. I'll pass.
I'm not telling you, but there are a lot of people who do. I met a lot of drivers actually last Thursday when I was at
the one thing I like about EV, I mean, you get into some of these Tesla plaid models. Holy shit! Like you're 0 to like 100 in a millisecond. I mean, they're fast. Don't get me wrong. They're fun. They're sleek, but you know, in the reality of the situation, it would be one of the things where I have a car that I don't drive in the winter. I drive when it's fun. That would be kind of one of those cars too. It would be something to drive in fun, not every day. At least in my opinion. And yeah,
I agree with you.
I'm just not a fan. Like the cost
I get it. I get it. But look, a lot of drivers
they're going to put on the electric grid on top of every freaking thing else. It's like these people want to make more problems and never want to make solutions. And everybody who jumped on that train got psyoped because of that. It's all because either a money transfer or because they want to make more problems that they can fund for something else down the road. Because they're like, oh yeah, we can do this. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, the bill's going to come due one day and there's not going to be enough power to power everything you think you're going to be able to power.
No, I get that. No, I get all what you're saying. I'm just saying that, but Matt just put up that it's not ending in Massachusetts until 12/2. So check in your apps. I don't know what city this gentleman was from.
Oh, you get a whole nother month. There you go.
Yeah, you got, well, I mean, but then Matt also said that he never, after he went from $1 per trip, right, to the 200 trips a month for 210 restriction, he never went for it and did it, So,
sign me up.
I mean, yeah, in LA, it's not 2.5 a gallon, it's 5. That's correct. But that's LA. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't see the purpose of pushing EVs and taking the incentives away. Because some drivers like EVs, buy EVs, and then $200 a month is $200 a month. I mean, I don't know.
Here's the thing: for them, it's all optics.
Why would you take it away?
For them, again, it's all optics. It has no real intention of helping drivers. It's trying to get you to make the switch and then pulling the plug later, saying, "Oh, thanks for getting it. Well, we're not going to help you with anything anymore."
Yeah, I don't know. I think
because when it comes down to it, it's all about their bottom line, and if it cuts into their bottom line, they're going to cut the program. Plain
maybe
and
they
simple.
started the 4,000 grant and they go like, oh, we can't do both. I'm like, but the grant is not for everyone. If it was for everyone, then I can understand taking the bonus or incentive away. But it's such a selective group of drivers for diamond drivers only. It's like, doesn't make any sense. You're just eliminating, I don't know, 60-70% of your driver base.
Well,
And how are
hey,
you going to get
it's your
to?
choice to live in California. I live in New York. I don't want to live in New York, but I also don't pay New York State taxes on gas. Ways
I get
around
it.
it. Find out
I
how to
get
do it.
No, I get it. But anyway, so it shouldn't be that way, Uber. You should bring the incentive back somehow, some way. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Yeah.
And then everybody complaining about $5 gas. Just wait until your gas or your electric bill doubles. Go for it.
My electric bill has my water and power bill in the last 5 years has more than doubled. Yes.
Yeah, wait until then.
No
No,
doubt.
you don't pay taxes on gas when you go to certain places.
Hmm.
Just saying. There's certain places you don't have to pay the state tax on. You have to pay federal tax, yes, but you don't have to pay the state tax.
That's a good point, though. See, this gentleman just saying EVs are better for higher. That's true. In
For
California,
now.
I think EVs
For
are
now.
definitely better. Yeah. But anyway, so
But
long.
wait
This was
until let's see what happens when they start rolling up the pricing for electricity higher and higher and higher, and then it's either equal or maybe even beats it, and then what are you gonna say?
no. I agree. I agree. No,
So,
I think
the problem is so many people, I'm sorry, but you're looking at it at the surface. You're not looking at it beyond that. I'm
talking
looking at
about
it as in the fact of what is going to happen when there's more and more data centers that have to be built that are consuming
yeah.
massive amounts of electricity. I mean,
Yeah.
the Google plant needs what, 3 power plants just to stay powered? 3 power plants for 1 data center? Come on.
Well, yeah.
And then on
Yeah.
top of that,
It's
and these AI farms and everything that's going on, every time you use ChatGPT, there's a shit ton of power that's being used behind it. Who's going to be footing the bill? It's not all these companies. It's going to be you who's paying the electric bill because they're going to subsidize it through the tax base. And that is coming back to you. So when they want you to get get rid of gas power cars and go to electric, then they want you to use all electric for heating and cooling and everything in between. And then they're going to use all these data centers on top of it and not build any new plants or very little when it comes to the electric. And then what are they doing with the actual grid itself? The infrastructure. Are they updating it and keeping it to the next standard, or are they still keeping it from the 70s that's crumbling and falling apart? I mean, look at everything on that scale. If you just look at supply and demand, the demand is going to rise so rapidly where the supply can't keep up. What does that mean? Costs are going to rise. So if costs are
yeah.
going to rise, what's going to happen in 5 years? Is it going to be the Uber pulling the plug scenario where, hey, we're going to give you $1 a ride, and then 2 years later they're going to pull the plug completely and say, oh, we're going to get past that and go into something else to try to help with those trying to get this? Or which means, are you going to be paying? You might be paying a little less in gas versus gas now for electric fill, but soon it could be equal or even more.
Yeah. No, I mean the
I mean,
AI
you
data
gotta
center
look at the
thing.
whole scenario. I mean, how long are you
Um,
gonna keep your car? Are you gonna keep it 10 years, 3 years, what? If you're keeping it 3 years, who gives a shit? In 3 years, you get a new car. You gauge the market at that point. If you're trying to keep your car 10 years or something, um, that's a whole different scenario. You're looking 10 years in advance to try to see what the scenario is gonna play out, make your best decision.
Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guide. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
yeah.
So
And the shameless plug, by the way. So I actually put
Off-grid would be
About
great.
the AI thing on my YouTube channel, finance YouTube channel. Go check it out. What my thought process is about the AI, the circle jerk, and then all the data centers that are being built by the hundreds of billions, and how we're going to supply them with energy. Actually, it's kind of good. Just go check that video out. You know, I'm calling AI the biggest bullshit of bullshits, but we'll see. The circle jerk that's going on. You know, OpenAI has no revenue, but they've gonna their capex spending is $1.3 trillion. Chris, I'm like, it reminds me of the WorldCom and Enron days.
Mm-hmm.
They go like, so you're Goldman Sachs, I'm B of A. We have JP Morgan and we have Wells Fargo. So Goldman Sachs gives B of A $10, B of A stock goes up. And then I turn around and give it the same $10 to JP Morgan stock goes up. JP Morgan gives it to Wells Fargo goes up. And then Wells Fargo comes back and gives the same $10 that started at Goldman to Goldman stock goes up. So there is this circle jerk going on. OpenAI does the deal with this, and then AMD does the deal with that. AMD then does a deal with Oracle, and this does a deal with that. I'm like, bro, yeah, it's going to be
100%.
massive.
You know, every time we're talking about power, I think of Dr. Emmett Brown, 1.21 gigawatts. Ah!
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of energy these are going to suck down, and I'm not even sure they're going to make any money back anytime soon out of these fucking centers, bro.
The same thing with like New York. How they want all new builds to be all electric and then phase out all natural gas or alternative fuels. So natural gas, propane, heating oil, all out. The problem is it's impossible to do that because again, you would need a 200 amp panel. You'd have to upgrade all of your existing panels to 200 amp, and they just don't think beyond the here and now because what they're thinking about is money. That's all what it comes down to. The people that are saying, "Oh yeah, you know, we got to build," they don't give a shit about that. They give a shit about the money they're making off that. And if you tell me otherwise, you are so far up your ass, you don't even know it. You could probably spit out of your mouth.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's companies that
You
are
were
working
talking about it for Halloween. Awesome.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how this AI thing is going to revolutionize a lot of things, and it's going to create a lot of unemployment, and we'll see how that's going to go. But you know, if you guys are interested in that kind of topic, go check my finance channel and my website, www.sergioavadian.com. My third free newsletter went out yesterday. You guys will learn a lot. I have a new mission, Chris: financial literacy among gig workers. You like the mission? You guys help me out with that mission, because I think most of you are financially illiterate, not a fault of your own, because we don't teach it. That's why. You've never been taught.
It's not taught.
You've never been taught.
And whatever they teach you in
elementary
school,
school all the way to college. So
whatever they teach you in school is a joke. I mean,
it's garbage.
And then, I mean, unfortunately, parents that you learn from, they don't know.
Parents don't know. Parents don't know to teach.
And if you're taking your financial advice from somebody who is not figured out the game, you're just going to stay in the same exact trap. So the whole point is you got to learn from people who, you know, have figured it out. And
not only are you going to stay in the same, not only are you going to stay in the same trap, you're going to keep falling behind, because your buying power is, you're losing 8% buying power every single year of your dollars. And I'm pretty sure most of you are not earning 7-8% more. So you need to get with the program, folks. So go check the website out. It's free newsletter. I'm not asking anything from you. Just that's an email address. So I start teaching, informing, educating you, because I think it's completely necessary and lacking big time. Not just for gig workers, the whole country. You know, all they do is give you a plastic crack at 18 and say, "Go at it and spend it," and then you just can't start carrying balances and adios financial future. So anyway.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.